I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Brooklyn Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Janabek Alimkanuli, 5'11.5" tall with a reach of 71.5 inches. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make...
It's Janabek Alimkanuli, the unified Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Zelandi in Kazakhstan, introducing a unified middleweight champion of the world, known as Kazakh style, Janibek Alimkanuli. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. And he scores with the counter. They're both trying for a knockout. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the left hooks. Good counter punching. The hook punch scores. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people that are here in this place, they will spot it.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He blocks that jab. Beautiful counter shot. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A very competitive. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan... There's the bell for round 2. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluffer.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
This fighter expending a lot of energy. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Can't score with that hook again. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't.
There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Incredible work rate. Holding nothing back here in the round. Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place.
Oh my God, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. We don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab gets blocked. He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? They exchange punches. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Misses with the straight left. Nope, that hook won't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Crawford is dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Crawford may be ready to go down. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you...
Back into the fray here in round 5. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they dropped their guard. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Nice counter. His jab just got blocked. Oh, what a punch. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put...
Let's start the sixth. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Shot.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter shot. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice job blocking the hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That punch landed. That kept Crawford in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Putting the pedal to the metal. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Somehow weathered the storm.
Few days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight.
I need you to win this round.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use flame over burn.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They score with that right uppercut. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made it.
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford may be ready to go down. And now they're right back into, and down goes Crawford. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.